ain't got no problem with him either. You know, I had disliked a lot of things that he was saying, you know, and how he was acting.
You have a fighter talking so much trash in front of you. Why don't you make an example of him to the world? Beat me in the ring and make a whole lot of money.
Of the sport, I didn't see nobody that can compete with Terence Crawford. And
he older, he got miles on him, and he ain't got that.
You know, I mean, these guys, I don't think know what they do anything. It's mostly talk.
Super middleweight champion of all time, David Benavidez.
This dude can punch.
Where the hell do you go from here?
Terence Bud Crawford has just achieved one of the most extraordinary feats in modern boxing's unforgettable story.
Congratulations, man. You did it. I'm so proud of you. You used all my tricks to beat Canelo, just like I showed you. You went in there and you got it done. Unbelievable, bro. All jokes aside, dope, man. Congratulations, champ. So well deserved.
But as the world hailed him an all-time legend, a looming new threat emerged, sparking intense drama and a jaw-dropping response from Crawford himself.
You see for yourself after this fight? How long do you want to be in the sport? How long do you want to be actively fighting?
I don't know. You know,
it's not something you think about. You're just going fight by fight. I always
take one fight at a time. You know, one fight at a time. I feel great. I'm healthy, and like I said, I'm looking forward to having some fun.
A powerful figure in boxing is pushing a fight that many claim is far too dangerous, even for a legend like Bud.
I've seen fighters getting the easiest fights just because they're getting the biggest paychecks. Like it don't. At the end of the day, it's not even about money. It's about giving the fans of boxing the fights that they deserve. They're paying the money at the end of the day, so fuck, let's go to war. Let's do what these people want to see us do, and let's go to war and may the best man win. I wasn't gonna go down to 168.
The question is, why is this fight even being pushed? And what does it reveal about the hidden forces that shaped the sport? Crawford's climb to 168 pounds was a gamble that shone brilliantly. He stepped into the ring with Canelo Alvarez in a spectacle so massive that announcer John and Nick called it the largest live sporting event he'd ever witnessed, and Crawford gave a masterclass.
You know, if legacy's something for him, he's got to win one of those two fights, don't you think?
Yeah, I think in order to prove that he's one of the greatest. I think that we have to beat one of those guys. You know, and the only person that he hasn't fought is Benavidez. And I don't know, Bud said he wouldn't fight him, but I don't think that's true. I think that if that fight happens, I think Bud would also entertain that, and if he does entertain it, it seemed like the way that he beat Canelo would be able to.
But he crushed a living legend, taking the victory by unanimous decision. Yet, it wasn't just that he won. It was the way he won. Observers saw that Canelo's style had grown predictable, relying on one powerful shot at a time. Crawford, the master strategist, effortlessly exposed this weakness with perfect timing and lethal counterattacks.
He older, he got miles on him, and he ain't got that.
And B-side, when you asked me, you said, how would you beat him, Lonnie B? What'd I tell you?
The same thing. You'll keep the jab on him, keep sticking the jab, moving and touching him with the right hand, and just turning him on angles.
And throwing punches. That's how to throw punches at it.
Yeah.
And that's at level to the body, because that's open for him all night.
You said he ain't got the movement no more. You said he ain't.
Furthermore, former UFC champion Karasman observed that the fierce, ruthless Canelo was missing, hinting that the Mexican star might have lost the mental edge that once made him so terrifying. Crawford became the first male fighter ever to claim the undisputed title in 3 separate weight divisions, solidifying his legendary status.
Thank all my fans here that support me. I want to thank. This is bigger than the norm, you know, because I want to thank my urban community. I want to thank my Latin community. I want to thank my white community. And I want to thank my Asian community, my African community. I want to thank everybody, because today you see us all as one. You know, and a lot of people always say, how you get the Mexicans to side with you. I said, they my people too. I said so it don't matter if I'm fighting Canelo. Some of the urban community is.
But as the world cheered, an unexpected vote disrupted the plans. That vote came from Turki Al-Sheikh, a hugely powerful figure who molds boxing's biggest fights today. With his immense financial clout, his ideas go beyond mere suggestions. They are forces capable of shaping the sport's entire landscape.
No, he's not beaten Crawford, Canelo.
Okay.
I think he can, can he improve? Maybe.
Okay, so wait. If he's not beating Crawford, which is fair, right? I agree. Based on what we saw, I do think he can make improvements, but who knows? Is there someone else better out there than that you'd rather see Crawford fight than Canelo?
Well, Turkey did ask, could Bivol get down to 168?
I asked, Turkey said, can Benavidez?
I thought he said Bivol.
No,
as well.
I said Bivol.
Oh.
Turkey said Benavidez.
Well, certainly not. Certainly not Benavidez. I don't think he's beaten Benavidez. I think that's a bridge way too far. I think a lot of things too far. But could you just imagine if Bivol could, the skill we'd see in that fight?
Yeah.
The rounds between Canelo and Crawford went by like that. They'd be the same.
Crawford's response came fast and without hesitation. He outright refused to face the Mexican giant, saying that Benavidez is simply too massive. He noted that the Canelo fight was special because, despite being in different divisions, he and Canelo are nearly the same size. He painted a striking picture for everyone, adding that Benavidez is 6 feet tall and will likely rehydrate to an astonishing 190 to 200 pounds on fight night.
Kamaru, Terence Crawford versus the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
I knew it was coming.
He was the mandatory for Canelo.
Oh my God. Relax.
What's up? The scariest guy in the division.
He's not in the division.
He said he could still make 168 pounds. The reason why he was up because nobody wants to fight him.
That's a big dude. And to be honest, Terence Crawford's 37 years old.
It's about merit. Could I get to the generational talent, as he said, with Manny Pacquiao? He's an 8-division world champ.
If it ain't no big name, Terence.
His stance was so resolute that he delivers a shocking statement. I might as well take on Benavidez at heavyweight.
Ever entertain a fight with David Benavidez?
You gotta understand.
I gotta ask you, bro, because I can't,
My thing is, Benavidez is a big dude. Not to say I won't fight him. I fought his brother. Brother was big when I fought him. The only reason why I entertain Canelo is because he's not a big dude. He might be thick, but he's not a big dude. Benavidez is like 6 foot something. Then you gonna come in 190, 200 probably. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, that's a big dude.
And he's skilled.
I might as well go to heavyweight if I fight Benavidez.
Yeah, I understand what you're looking at. You're like, you know what?
You just size him up. Yeah, you just size him up. Especially when you're going into a bigger weight class like that. You size him up, and
This wasn't just a fighter turning down a challenge. This was a clever champion setting a clear boundary. And it's not only Crawford who feels this way. The size mismatch is a concern echoed by experts across the sport.
Hasn't fought David Benavidez yet, and a lot of people looked at him having to move from the super middleweight to the light heavyweight division to get some of the matches that he wants. But if you were at 168, when we think about anybody at 168 outside of Canelo, the first name that comes to anybody's mind is David Benavidez. What about the potential for a fight like that?
No, like I said, man, that's a big dude. You know what I mean? At 168. When you look,
but not now. It's at 175. Yeah.
He probably can't even make 168. No. When you look at these fights, especially coming up, you gotta be realistic. You gotta, say, all right, how big is this dude really is? Because David Benavidez, he can fight his ass off, and I told him that a long time. I told him that when, before I fought his brother. I said, man, dude, you can fight, dude. You gonna do big things, but the dude gonna come in at like 200. 210.
David Benavidez is a true light heavyweight who currently holds a championship at 175 pounds.
I get why Canelo, was like, I don't need to fight this dude because, he can take a punch. He's going to come in there and going to just lay on you and bulldoze you,
Right.
And Canelo just don't want that, work. But me personally, I believe in my skills and my ability that I could be anybody.
Crawford, by contrast, is a natural welterweight who built his legendary career at 147 pounds.
Especially when it comes to anything he does, bro. He has a big ego. And I said this yesterday. I won't be surprised if he dominates Canelo and then they offer him Benavidez and he says, oh.
Famed trainer Robert Garcia issued a warning.
I mean, Benavidez is also the one guy that nobody's willing to fight. And if nobody's willing to fight him, that makes his value go up. And so the thing is that if you get the right guy that is willing to pay for that, and I mean that the Sheikh, I don't see him saying that, okay, well, we can't afford to fight this guy. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that fight can happen if it's a fight that I think Bud won't entertain.
And what if you're Canelo? I think the only thing you could possibly want is that rematch. You get that.
Famed trainer Robert Garcia issued a warning.
Remember when Floyd said, I think he should fight Terence Crawford want to be great, he should fight David Benavidez. Remember Floyd saying that? Why do you think Crawford didn't pay that no mind?
What?
That's right. You know why? He like, listen, man. Nah, I'm gonna be strategic about this. And it is business-wise, it's smart. Terence Crawford is on the Mount Rushmore of boxing, but we got weight classes for a reason. He caught Canelo at the right time, like Canelo done, guys. And I'm not saying that his win is not valid. It's very valid, and that's what he was supposed to do. And he outboxed Canelo, and I can't take nothing away from his win. But was that the same Canelo that Floyd fought? Was that the same Canelo that Amir Khan fought? You know, so Terence Crawford is gonna be strategic at this weight. He ain't just gonna come in here and I bet you he don't fight at this weight again. I bet you he don't fight nobody else.
Garcia called Crawford's fight disastrous. The bout was largely demanded by Canelo Alvarez, and many argue it isn't Crawford's duty to dominate a division against a fighter who truly belongs in a higher weight class.
You know, if you have a fighter talking so much trash in front of you, why don't you make an example of him to the world? Beat me in the ring and make a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? So he sees a lot of things in me that he can't stop. You know, not only does he see speed, does he see power, but he sees a lot of heart in me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm going in there and I want to prove myself to the world that I'm the greatest fighter. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't scare me to get in there with another great fighter because I know that elevates me and who I am as a boxer.
Terence Crawford, by contrast, is no stranger to facing the powerful forces that dominate the sport.
I ain't gonna lie, they gonna say this is why I gotta let y'all know, cause they gonna say I'm glazing, but I'm telling the truth.
Dig it.
This dude power for me, and I've been saying this for years, it carries through the weight class. Okay. So I can see him in the ring with a 175 or a cruiserweight, and if he touched them, I don't care who you are, you're gonna feel that shit, bro. I don't care who the fuck it is. I done seen him in the ring with a heavyweight.
And he fight Benavidez?
I like Benavidez, so I ain't gonna disrespect him.
I just want to see him fight.
I'm gonna say my opinion.
I just want to see him fight. That's
my opinion.
Absolutely.
At 168, if Benavidez come down there, I don't think he beats Bud.
Okay, I dig.
That's my opinion. People want to say I'm crazy, but
the skill is.
The skill is.
The skill is there.
It's usually because someone's a little bit bigger, right?
Yes, and they think like, okay, you got to be able to take certain punishment that the other guy's putting on you. But I watched Bud when he fought Canelo. And then I watched Benavidez when he fought Caleb Plant. And when I seen it was like Caleb Plant was outboxing him. So if Caleb Plant didn't gas out, Caleb Plant might have beat him that night. But Bud, he don't tire. He come in tremendous condition. And for me, I just think Bud is a legend. So they might say I'm crazy, but people might say they're not gonna make that fight happen, but I don't think it's far-fetched.
Like that's
how
the
much
big
I gotta lose.
He been fighting that one. He's fighting him at 68, I think. He can get the
68 will be
he a big dude.
Ideal because he came from 68.
He a big dude.
Oh, he came from. Oh, so he went up. Now he has to come back down.
Yeah, he would have to come back down.
That'd be a
difference too.
That's a fight. Like that's a fight.
Because Benavidez the truth too.
Hey,
he the truth.
Punches and bunches with bad intentions.
Yes, he the truth.
Hey, remember? Hey, go watch. Go look. Hey, dog.
He the truth. He a killer.
Kane is our resident fighter.
Whole killer.
Yeah, he watches. He knows.
He's the man we go to.
Terence Crawford, by contrast, is no stranger to facing the powerful forces that dominate the sport.
Crawford just got the biggest win in his career and one of the biggest wins in history. He doesn't need to go out there and risk. But it is too big, too strong. We don't want to see a champion do so much and accomplish so much and then end his career with a bad choice, a bad fight that he shouldn't take.
That fierce, high-stakes fight for independence hinted at what was to come, showing Crawford's readiness to confront boxing's powers to shape his own legacy. Now he's stepping into another battle.
Almost what the Canelo was.
He will beat the living shit out of Terence Crawford.
If David Benavidez come out in 68, he'll fuck him up. I got Terence Crawford.
That's not
I ain't betting against Terence Crawford no more. I mean, I ain't never bet against him.
Well, listen to me.
I bet $10.
You see what I'm saying? Because he outboxed over the hill Canelo. People see how people think, he'll crush. No, he's dope. Listen, I'm not saying that he's not dope, but what I'm saying is, but you see how boxing can trick your mind. Listen, David Benavidez will beat the socks off of Terence Crawford. I'm sorry. He don't stand a chance. He's too little. How you gonna keep him off? And David uses a jab. I sparred with David. Listen, that's a tough fight.
Yeah, it's a tough fight.
That's a tough fight. Listen.
It's a tough fight, but
listen, Terence Crawford.
That little black nigga from Omaha.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Motherfucker from Omaha, that nigga is a bad mother.
This points to a darker tension simmering beneath the surface. Powerful figures like Turki aim to control Crawford through his earnings. Yet, to grasp why this scenario is so combustible, look to the past. While Canelo faced many tough foes, including Mayweather, Lara, and Bivol, his avoidance of Benavidez is notable. For years, Benavidez haunted the 168-pound division, accusing Canelo of fear and claiming he stood no chance against him. Yet, repeatedly, the fight was denied. The refusal eventually pushed him to take the division by force. And here, the story grows even more compelling. Benavidez insisted he wouldn't compromise, refusing Canelo at 168 pounds, insisting he held the championship belt. Yet, in a
for Benavidez.
Canelo?
People are talking about it.
Turki hit it at that. He was like, Benavidez.
Yeah, he
Turki,
did.
So.
Turki just posted that this morning, wondering if Benavidez can make 168. Maybe he has plans or ideas of maybe trying to match up Benavidez and Terence Crawford.
No, we ain't doing that fight.
Maybe planning on vacating the belts.
No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. We just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in the gym and do our thing.
You can say whatever you want to say. Terence Crawford is one of the best in the division. Terence Crawford opens himself up a little bit. I think one of the major keys is gonna be the jab.
Turn. Benavidez's father announced that if Turki Al-Sheikh desires the lucrative bout, their team would drop back to 168. This sudden shift adds fuel to the fire, showing Turkish money can sway even the firmest stances. But the chess match unfolds live. Terence Crawford turns 38 on September 28th, as this video shows. The clock is not just ticking. It's racing toward midnight in his prime, creating urgency in every choice he makes. The stakes in Benavidez's gamble are almost mythic. Expert breadman Edwards claims that if Crawford wins, it could prove Bud as the greatest fighter in history. This victory could propel him into boxing's most elite circles. Edwards calls it multiple rooms of brilliance. One platinum room for immortals like Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson, others for legends like Marvin Hagler. A triumph over Benavidez is more than another belt. Crawford aims to kick open the door to that final platinum room. Yet, this all-or-nothing clash is not his only path. Other predators lurk. A dangerous bout with young Lion Duran Boots excites many fans. The tension with German Charlo stems from Crawford's dominance over Errol Spence, where he pointed at Charlo and declared, "You're next." Some close allies, including world champion Shakur Stevenson, believe he has nothing left to prove and urge him to retire at the peak of his glory.
I ask you, bro, before you leave, because all the fans want to know this, can you still make 168?
To be honest with you, man, let Terence Crawford live. That's his weight class.
Okay.
I lost interest in 168 a long time ago. You know, I mean, I know that we could get offered a lot of money to go down to 168, but I'm more comfortable at 175. I'm chasing better beef. I'm chasing Bivol. You know, I'm chasing these other bigger. I'm chasing Surdo Ramirez at cruiserweight. You know what I mean? So I've been at 168, but I have no interest in going down.
Dude's a maniac. Who's chasing? Who chases better BF than Bivol? Who chases better BF than Bivol?
So consider the two paths. Path 1, Crawford, 38. Takes the long journey to face 200 pounds David Benavidez. Is it a historical triumph or a disastrous mistake? Path 2. He squares off against Dermo Charlo, settling a family feud born from years of bitter rivalry. Which story does the world truly want to witness? The daunting challenge or a personal vendetta? What we're seeing is the collision of a fighter's hard-earned legacy, the enormous expectations of the sport, and the harsh realities of life. Terence Crawford stands at a crossroads, facing a labyrinth of choices. He could take the ultimate gamble for godlike status against Benavidez, resolve an old score with Charlo, face a hungry rising star, or accept that his legacy is already sealed. Ultimately, the question isn't just who Crawford will face next. It's a question every legendary fighter must confront. What do you do when you've climbed every mountain and the only opponent left is time itself? So, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a future video. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.
Who's Ortiz on boots? I don't want to hear shit because, listen, bruh, he beat the face of boxing. He cemented the fact this was Terence Bud Crawford era. No rehydration clause, no catch weight. He said, I am going to beat you on Mexican Independence Day in the biggest stadium. I'm going to walk out to a mariachi band holding a guitar. Brother, guy, hey, bruh, that's belt to ass. He was the buckle, everything, bruh. After this, everything goes downhill from here. Nothing competes against it. And the thing is, he's only going to get older. What he's going to do, go down and cut muscle like Roy did? His mission was Nello. That's it. There's no Janabek, no Fundora, no Benavidez. None of that shit is over with, bro.